The chance to see Britain's newest restored canal navigation attracted lots of walkers to our IWA annual event on the first Saturday of the new year. This is Canal Central, near to Bridge 80 of the Montgomery Canal, and during his welcome, IWA Shrewsbury District and North Wales Branch Chair Mike Haig took the opportunity to make a presentation to the Shropshire Union Canal Society, or SUCS for short.
We need to express our gratitude not just to Chris and Fred, but also to SUCS more generally, their members and their volunteers, for all the massive amount of work that they have done and are doing and will continue to do for the Montgomery Canal. And as a token of our appreciation and to help them a little bit on their way with Crick Heath South, I'd like to present this cheque from IWA to Shropshire Union Canal Society.
On behalf of the branch, Mike handed a cheque for £500 to Chris Hesketh, a SUCS trustee who was also one of today's walk leaders. In the previous October, SUCS volunteers had completed 8 years of monthly work parties restoring a nearby length of derelict canal. Another trustee, Fred Barrett, had brought along a model to show walkers how the profile of the canal had been reconstructed. Work had involved careful profiling, flexible liners and a protective covering of concrete blocks, including a golden block as a ceremonial final one. Special measures had also been taken to consolidate areas of peaty ground conditions.
Then the magic layer goes down. And this material here, it's a synthetic material, it's got a chemical in it, and it's called Sahara. And when the chemical gets wet, it expands and forms a jelly. And so that goes down there.
Out on the canal, Chris was telling his group about features of the long ago restored section to Gronwyn, before moving on to the recently restored, but not yet open to navigation length, through Redwith.
Big smiles, Fred.
Bridge 84 is the gateway to what must be Britain's newest restoration. Due to open to boats in a few months' time, this section will extend the cruisable length of the connected Montgomery by unlocking those two other previously restored sections and giving them access to the previously completed winding hole at Bridge 85, Crick Heath Bridge. In total, this means just over 8 miles of navigation will become possible from the Montgomery's Frankton junction with the Llangollen Canal. And once it's been opened, there will be a new Inland Waterways Association Silver Propeller Challenge destination of Crick Heath. Well, it's around about here that a couple of months previously, SUCS volunteers had stood in the bottom of the canal to watch Fred Barrett carefully placing that final golden block to mark completion of 8 years of voluntary restoration. Our winter walkers continued beyond Bridge 85 along a derelict section, which the SUCS volunteer restorers have already started tackling as their next ongoing project. A bit further along is the site of the next bridge, the long-lost Schoolhouse Bridge. Contractors are due to start work here early this year, taking out this massive embankment which currently blocks the route of the canal and constructing a new road bridge with navigable headroom for canal boats. Our branch president, Michael Limbry, who also chairs the Montgomery Waterway Restoration Trust, was on hand to explain the many years of background legal work alongside extensive fundraising which has led up to this imminent project start here.
But actually the council then said to us, well, it would be much easier to build a bridge in situ and to shut the road for a bit.